Today we are going to simplify square roots. These are the parts of the square root. The first is the radical sign. It's right here. Inside the radical sign, there's a number in there. It's called radicand. And then whatever that number, if you get the square root of it, this is called the square root of 16 equals 4. The 4 is the root. Now, there are some terms that we need to remember in this section. So first, we have the perfect square. Perfect square are numbers that when you square root it, it's a whole number. Let's say, for example, square root of 1, that gives a 1. Square root of 4, that gives a 2. Square root of 9, that gives a 3. Square root of 16, that gives a 4. Square root of 25, that gives a 5. Square root of 36, that gives a 6. So we can actually get a long list of these numbers. So we can add some more, like 49. We also have 64, 81, and 100. So these are the first few perfect squares. So 49, if we get the square root, that is 7. 64, that is an 8. 81, that is a 9. Square root of 100 is 10. So these are called the perfect squares. These numbers in green are perfect square. We also have another terms here. We call it as prime numbers. So these are the numbers that has a factor of 1 on itself. So 2, 3, 5, 7, 11, 13, 17, 19. So I'm going back through these terms here because we're going to use it to simplify square roots. Now let's take an example. Let's take the first one here. Simplify the square root of 12. Let's find the prime factors of 12. So to do that, that would be, we start with 12. We always divide it by 2 each time. So 12 divided by 2, or the factors would be 2 times 6 would come out 12. 2 times 6 is 12. So 2 is a prime factor. So 6 would be 2 times 3. So we can't anymore divide it after that. So that means we already have gotten the prime factors. So the prime factors are 2, 2, and 3. So what am I going to do right now is I'm going to write the square root of 12. That is actually equal to 2, but I put a square root on it. So that would be a square root of 2 times square root of 2 times square root of 3. So then I simplify, I partner them up. Those that are the same they become a partner. So this becomes, I will partner these two up. Square root of 2 times square root of 2 is a square root of 4 times the square root of 3. And the square root of 4 is 2. And then the square root of 3 doesn't work. So we keep this as 2 square root of 3 is the simplified version of square root of 12. Okay, let's have the second example. Okay, so the second example is right here. So first we have square root of 40. So that would be square root of 40, always divided by 2. So I'll start with 40. So divide this by 2. So this would be 2 times 20. And then 2 times 10. And then 10 would be 2 times 5. So then the factors are 2, 2, 2, and 5. So then I can go ahead and rewrite them. So that is the square root of 40 is equal to the square root of 2. That's the first one. Ordered them from smallest number to the biggest. So there's another 2 right here. And there is another 2 here, and there's a 5. Again, remember, we partner them up. So this 2 becomes partner. So this becomes square root of 2. 2 times 2 is square root of 4 times square root of 2 times square root of 5. So this square root of 4 is actually 2 times, and then we multiply these two together. That is a square root of 10. So then the final answer is 2 square root of 10. Let's move on to example number 3. So we got 180. So that would be 180 divided by 2 would be 2 times 90. 90 divided by 2 is 2 times 45. So those are the factors. And then 45 doesn't work with 2, but it works with 5 and 9. And so 9 would work with 3 and 3. So then the factors are these ones right here. So these are the factors here. So then I can go ahead and write square root of 180 equals, in order, from smallest to biggest, to the square root of 2 times square root of 2 times square root of 3 times square root of 3, and we have a square root of 5. So we are ready to partner them up. These two are partners, so this comes out square root of 4. And then times square root of 9 times square root of 5. These are perfect squares since we partnered them up. So square root of 4 is 2 times square root of 9 is, the square root of 9 is just 3. And then we got the square root of 5. So then 2 times 3 is a 6. And then square root of 5. So again, 216, we start by dividing 2. So 216, half of 216 is 108. So that's 108. Divide 108, that would be a 54. And then divide 54 by, we just continue dividing it by 2. So 54 divided by 2 is 27. So that's 2 times 27. And this is 3 times 9. And then the 9 would be 3 times 3. So then these are the factors here. So these are the factors to 216. So I'm just going to rewrite it. So 216 square root is equal to, it has to be in order. So square root of 2, another square root of 2 over here, another square root of 2. Then we're done with square root of 2, so square root of 3. So square root of 3 times square root of 3 times square root of 3. There are 3 of them. So then I partner them up. So these two becomes partner, and there's no partner for this. I'm not gonna put them anywhere. So, but these two are partners. So this becomes square root of 4 times square root of 2 times square root of 9 times square root of 3. Now, the square root of 4 is 2 times the square root of 2 times square root of 9 is 3 times the square root of 3. So these, the ones with no square root, will be combined together. So that is 2 times 3 is a 6. And then times 2 times square root of 2 times square root of 3. So we combine like terms. So those with no square root, you multiply them. Those with square root, you multiply them. So that is a square root of 6, because 2 times 3 is a square root of 6. And this is the simplified version for 216. If you think this video is helpful, please like and subscribe for more math videos. See ya!